All right, so I've cut my hole.
Wait a minute,
Now,
let me see. Hang on, we're going to check it.
you can check the hole right there.
Here it is. And that's on the 7-inch?
This is on the 7-inch.
Okay.
Now, because of the way this cake is, and I'm just doing this to demo, I have built my board thicker. I've used 2 actual cake rounds and then a piece of foam core in the center. Again, better safe than sorry. Let's build the heck out of this thing so that we don't have to worry about it falling. So if you can get a close-up of this, you can see it's 3 layers thick. And this is for my top piece. This is my 6-inch.
It's a foam core sandwich.
It's a foam core sandwich. So I'm demoing how to put this on just with a small piece, but this piece also, the 7-inch, would also be thick like this. And you can see that through the magic of television, we've moved ahead a little bit and have one that's farther along. And you can see that in the one that's farther along. So I've got my board. I'm going to put it on here, and I'm going to see how, now it sits on there really well. This holds it, but actually it's not going all the way down. My hole's not big enough because I want it to go all the way down. To see how I put it on here, and there's this gap here, I want it to sit on this. So I need to cut the hole bigger. On the T joint.
T-joint. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to cut my hole a little bit bigger. See, I should have traced my T-joint, not my PVC pipe.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so I'm going to cut the hole a little bit bigger so that it does go, that's where I want it to sit.
There we go.
Okay. So you can see it's sitting on the T-joint, but it's
flimsy,
floppy, and that's not going to work for me because it's not going to sit the way it wants to sit. So what I can do is I can take a piece of thick wire. This is sculpting wire, and it's made from aluminum. It's really flexible, but it's also really strong. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to wrap it around once so it's secure on my piece.
Do you know what gauge that is?
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. I can get it in different gauges. I unfortunately don't know what it is. I go to an art supply store. This they don't usually have at places like a hobby store. This really has to be an art supply store. It's
the wire you're talking about?
The wire I'm talking about. And you can get different gauges. It comes, I have a thicker gauge here. You can see it comes in really, you can compare. This is really thick.
So it comes in a roll like that.
It comes in a roll like this.
And it's called?
It's aluminum sculpting wire, I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I use this a lot for structure because it's really, it's malleable enough to, I mean, this is a little bit harder to, but it goes into the shape you want. And it's used for sculpting. So that's what that is. So I've got this on here. I've put it around one time. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. And so I got to figure out how I'm going to support this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself kind of a wedge that's going to support this. So I'm going to bend it like this.
We can't see it. Okay.
I'll show it to you when I'm done. Okay. And like that. And
you're building a little shelf.
I'm building a shelf. That is going to support my board. Okay?
So it's a customized piece.
Yeah. So when I put this on here, you can see it's going to sit there, and see how it's not flimsy anymore? It still feels a little flimsy. Well, I haven't hot glued it yet. Let me get my hot glue gun and I'll show you. It is going to be supported. Okay. So I've got that on there. You can see if I had a little bit more, I could wrap it around once more, but I'm not too concerned about that.